When you're lonely on a mountain top, shrouded in the mist, blinded for you cannot see the way, covered in the grayness of the clouds that swirl and twist, senselessly you begin to sway.
When you're searching on a mountain top, beneath the clear blue sky, suddenly the mind can see up high. Clouds go streaming in the wind that carries you along, daring you to run away or stay. It's the new color that makes the difference and makes the world you see. The kind of shade you're feeling deep inside of you. Leave behind the deep and dark that mystify your mind. It's the light that takes you where you want to be. A new color, a new world awaits for you and me. It's the new color that makes the difference and makes the world you see. The kind of shade you're feeling deep inside of you. Leave behind the deep and dark that mystify your mind. It's the light that takes you where you want to be. A new color, a new world awaits for you and me. Colors of hope and peace and joy, colors of sharing and giving. When you're living the love and shining your light, a new world begins for you and me. A new world begins for you and me. A new world begins for you and me.
Hello everyone, and I hope you are doing well. We've been in a lockdown for months now, and how all this time has just passed by. I'm sure in all this, you have your own unique lockdown story to tell. Keeping that in mind, our choir, Gratia Cantantes, has come up with our new project, ColoRhythm, to bring to you stories of people from our neighbourhood and much more. We also have a creative corner and exciting performances. I am Leann D'Souza, your host for this first episode. So guys, stay tuned and get ready to watch our first episode titled Unseen Guest. Coming up next on Heart to Art is Dr. Angelica in conversation with the brave victims of the coronavirus. We have Mr. Anthony Mhatray residing at Village Ward D and Mr. Nelson Noronha with his family residing at HDIL complex in Kohinoor City. Not just that guys, We also have Dr. Angelica who will give us some amazing tips. And then we have Ryan Lobo who will regale us with his wonderful voice in a rendition of Imagine. So stay tuned, guys, and don't go away.
Hello, Mr. Anthony Mhatray. Thank you for joining us for this little chat that we're about to have, for giving us your time. Thank you very much. I believe you were one of the first few COVID cases in the area of Kurla, and it must have been a very difficult experience. Can you share with us what was the experience like?
Yes, I would. I would. See, I had read about the coronavirus cases through newspapers and television reports,
Hmm.
but seriously, I had not known how dangerous this was.
Right.
I was initially under medication for fever and was
Hmm.
diagnosed with typhoid. Since the fever persisted, I decided to go to a municipal facility for a checkup, where after going through my reports, I was advised admission in that facility. Initially,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be for a couple of days, and so I readily got myself admitted.
Okay.
After admission, I developed a little fright after a few days because I
Mm-hmm.
saw some of the patients that came to the facility were
Hmm.
in bad condition than I was.
Hmm.
That is why that is when I gauged the seriousness of this sickness. Worse still was when I seen patients after a couple of days dying in front of me, and not just one
Okay.
or two, but in fives and even seven on a given single day.
Oh.
Seeing these deaths, I was mentally disturbed, very much disturbed, and traumatized, so much so that I was wondering whether I would ever make it back home after this sickness. The
Mm-hmm.
doctors used to come at a selected time, a minimum 5 times in the whole 24 hours, give us their
Mm-hmm.
medicine, and then that was the end of their appearance there.
Mm-hmm. What was the whole experience in the hospital stay? What was the hospital stay like?
The stay in the hospital was very traumatic, but my source of encouragement came to me from my family and friends. One
Mm-hmm.
of my doctor friends phoned and informed me that I religiously take all the medicines that were given to me and
Mm.
also have the food the hospital served.
Okay,
The food was not palatable at all, but
I can understand.
left with no option. After remaining hungry for 3 days, I started consuming whatever was given to me. You know,
Okay.
a 2-inch piece of chapati was what I used to dip in dal and have for the
Oh,
whole day, 2 times in the day.
my good.
Water, which was supposed to be the main element for us, and especially hot water,
Right.
there was only one jar of water, cold water that too, on a dispenser. Once that
Mm-hmm.
water was over, there was no more hot water there. And
Okay.
then to get hot water, we had to use water from the bathing geyser for drinking
Oh,
purposes. That
oh
was
my.
the situation. So you can imagine what we were going through during that whole
Right.
stay of mind.
I'm sure you've had the most challenging experience, even compared to a lot of other patients who have gone through it. Um, but I'm sure at the end of it, you have something positive that you have been able to bring out of this whole situation. Would you like to share with us what was your learning experience?
Yeah, we were about 35 to 40 patients in that one ward.
Okay.
Each each worse than the other. But
Oh,
those who are a little better off were the ones who used to give us a little bit of encouragement. We used to talk, chat, and talk with each other, each one
okay.
encouraging the other, making us, sort of uh, take on a positive attitude that no, with even with this disease, we can go back home to our people.
Very good.
These patients who are a little better would come and talk to us, share what they had, what their people from home used to bring.
Hmm.
That's how we used to spend our time. For
Okay.
myself, I
Okay.
used to spend sleepless nights just sitting on my bed, and the only
Hmm.
solace I could was through the rosary and the Divine Mercy Chaplet.
Very
That was
good.
what
Okay.
kept me going, and my doctor friend's advice that I should not give up hope, that I have to return back to my family.
Right.
What I learned in this place was, I've got to not neglect my health at all, especially
Right.
hygiene, where hygiene is concerned, proper medication, and above all, I think, and which is very important, a very reliable and trustworthy medical practice.
Right.
These days you find a lot of doctors everywhere around the place, and the only thing that these doctors today think of is COVID and nothing else. So
Right.
I've learned that I must go to a proper medical practitioner who knows his job thoroughly.
Right.
Otherwise, like me, I think so many who will end up in the hospital.
Right. How are you now? Are you well enough to go about your regular routine and able to get back to your regular lifestyle?
Yes, after my 14 days in the hospital and another 14 days at home,
Hmm.
I had slowly started moving out, and today I am able to do all my normal work jobs
Okay.
by myself. I
Okay.
try to go
Okay.
out a little bit, but I've learned that I
Hmm.
must follow the rules that have been given by the government.
Right.
Stay safe, to stay home, and most
Right.
important is to stay away from the crowds.
Right.
Using of mask is one very important thing. Even if I have
Yeah.
to venture out and I forget, I rush back immediately to pick up my. In fact, it was all the encouragement of my friends and the well wishes and prayers of so many people who, when they came
Right.
to know that I was in hospital, so many prayed for me. My phone used to ring every 5 seconds, asking me how I
Okay.
was. And today I think I am back home and I'm able to talk to you just because of the
Right.
good wishes and prayers of so many people around me. God be
Very nice.
praised.
It's so nice to hear these things from you because I'm sure it will encourage others also who are going through challenges of this kind. Any thing that you would like to say as a piece of advice to our viewers?
So I would only advise, one should not get very scared of this sickness.
Right.
As I find it today, it's now become sort of a common thing.
Right.
But one should not lose courage and must have the ability and the willpower to fight whatever you're going through.
Right.
That
Right.
would be my advice to anybody who has to go through the same experience.
Very, very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing this experience of yours and the things that you have learned. A lot of people are going to benefit from what you've shared with us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. You're most welcome.
Yeah.
Hi, Nelson and Newton. Welcome you on board this program that we are having.
Hi, Angelica.
Thank you for joining me for this
Thank you.
interview together. Um, I believe you've had a very harrowing few weeks in the month of May, going through a lot of difficult challenges dealing with the whole COVID situation. Would you like to share with us your experience?
Yes, definitely, Angelica. Yes, we did. Those 3 to 4 weeks were very stressful. One after the other, we were all infected by virus. The symptoms were first seen in mummy, but we initially thought it must be a common flu. We consulted the doctor, but as the time passed, health continued to decline.
Great. Yeah.
So, without any further delay, we got her swab test done. She was tested positive. It was shocking for us. Immediately, we rushed her to the hospital as she had become very weak. After that, my dad, brother, and I, we also got our swab test done. We all were tested positive. The situation was like a nightmare. We all got our treatment done at home. It took time, but for us to come out of it. But by grace of God, we all recovered.
Yeah, I believe you guys have really emerged victorious through this whole experience, because I think the infection that your family went through was somewhere in the beginning of the the whole pandemic situation in Mumbai. So y'all were one of the first few people to experience it. So it must have been really difficult. But really, you guys have been very strong right through. How was it dealing with your neighbors and society? Because I know a lot of people who have struggled to, you know, face, a lot of negativity from people around you. Was it difficult for you all?
Honestly, we didn't have to deal with them
Okay.
because they were like unwillingly very cooperative from their end.
Okay.
So we were all quarantined at home and we strictly followed it.
Okay.
But we had our needs, like, we wanted medicines, groceries, and stuff. So the neighbors used to check on us, like, call us and ask us whether we need anything or no.
Okay.
And my sister and my brother-in-law, they managed our groceries, medicines, getting it delivered from directly at our home. Or they used to contact one or two neighbors over here and get it delivered through them.
Okay.
So so they were really good, supportive kind of thing. Not kind of, as you just said, negativity or something. There was something like that. And glad to have them. And we're really grateful to all of them who really helped us in that difficult time.
Very good. Very nice to hear that, because a lot of people experience a lot of negativity. So the fact that you had a positive experience is a very encouraging thing to hear. What about the parish community, the church, and your neighborhood? How was the experience and support?
Yes, of course, not forgetting our good Samaritans. Our members of our community, really good. They used to message us very often, okay, check on us and express their concerns and prayers. And we also had raised few prayer requests in church prayer groups, intercessory groups, and community groups, and various other groups. And there was some prayer online prayer service arranged by our prayer group members and our friends, and the small gestures from our from a community really made us feel very good and comforting. you know uh, it helped us giving that hope and moral support.
Right.
So and we really express our sincere gratitude towards our community and everyone who were there with us in prayers or offered us to help in any way. We really are thankful to God, and we really pray for each one of them that may Heavenly Father protect them and keep them safe in this pandemic time.
So that is very sweet of you. Any message that you would like to give the rest of the viewers, the ones who are still probably afraid of the whole situation?
Uh, Maybe I can say something. We are all aware that what we are supposed to do at this time. So basically, like we all do, stay at home. If you feel unwell, then take proper precautions. Clean your hands often. If you have fever, cold, do not take it so easily. Maybe you can consult your doctor and take immediate action on it. So also, most importantly, we should not panic. So here, what we experienced, the best thing is here, the family during this crisis was united. We supported each other. There was a very strong bonding between us. Prayers, frankly speaking, prayers kept us going.
Right.
I can say that during this crisis, we enhanced our relationship with the Lord.
Yes, fantastic. Thank you, Nelson and Newton, for sharing your experiences. I'm sure listening to you will uplift and encourage a lot of other people. Maybe those who have gone through or those who have not experienced whatever it is, they have the fear and anxiety. I'm sure it will uplift them. Thank you for giving us your time. Yes. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thanks to you.
Yeah.
Hello, friends. Considering that the number of COVID-19 cases in the city of Mumbai has come down this month, especially compared to the last 2 months, we have a lesser number of fever cases coming up. We can take a little breather and be slightly relieved as far as our fears and anxieties are concerned. But I'd advise you not to take things too lightly and to continue to be careful by not venturing out unnecessarily, especially not to public places and places where there are going to be crowds. Please follow the WHO guidelines of hygiene, washing hands regularly, especially when you come out from, when you come back home from an outdoor activity. I know we have all been tired and frustrated being at home in the lockdown situation. We are waiting to get out and we are waiting to get back to normal life. We are waiting to socialize, etc. But a little more time of keeping the distance would be advisable. I know we've all been patient in the last 5 months, but I'd advise you to continue to be a little more patient for the next few months so that we are completely free of the danger of being in public and crowded places. I'd advise you at this time to take this opportunity to focus on building your immunity, building your health and the health of your family. Make sure you are eating your meals on time, regularly, and make sure you have a balanced diet. I know that for a long time we haven't been able to go out and dine in restaurants and get takeaways from restaurants to eat at home, but I'd advise you to go a little slow as far as eating out is concerned. Eat healthy, make sure you plan a balanced meal every day. Eat fruits and vegetables in plenty of water, and ensure that you sleep for a good 7 hours every day. When you do all these things, you will be building on your immune system, your health, and I'm sure you will be in a better position throughout the rest of the post-COVID period. This is a good time to begin anew as far as our health is concerned. So not just our physical health, but also our mental health. We need to remain happy and as stress-free as possible. Focus on the good things. Plan some kind of activities that can rejuvenate your mind. Anything that makes you happy, anything that makes you peaceful and calm. And try not to focus on the things that stress you out, especially things that you anyway cannot control. You might as well leave it to the Lord and continue to experience peace of mind, because a healthy mind means a healthy body. So stay safe, be healthy and happy.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion imagine too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah.
Coming up next on Heart to Heart 2 is Marilyn DeMello in conversation with another well-known person. Guys, can you guess? She is none other than Anita Shetty. Anita Shetty is known for her social activism and along with the organization Let's Feed Mumbai has been feeding migrants and poor people one meal a day during this COVID crisis. Not just that, guys. After that, we are in for an artistic treat from the youngsters of our neighborhood. We'll have Cristiano Pereira sing for us Waiting in Hope. Then we have Aldrich D'Souza who will create some fabulous artwork. After that, we'll have Lydia Alves giving us some amazing DIY ideas. And lastly, we'll have sisters Karen and Kim who will regale us with their version of Hallelujah. So guys, sit back and enjoy.
Hello, Auntie. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, dear. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How have the last few months been?
Oh, fantastic. Blessed.
That's nice. So, your organization, Let's Feed Mumbai, we know has been feeding people, the needy people, since the beginning of this lockdown. How did this come about?
My husband, Anita Shetty, has been a great devotee of St. Teresa of Calcutta, and her noble work has inspired him so much that he wanted to do something. And taking inspiration from Mother Teresa, as we call her, he came up with this Let's Feed Mumbai initiative. Then he discussed with few of our close friends, and they too were all game for it. And on Republic Day, that is 26th of Jan this year, we started our Let's Feed Mumbai. And after that, there's no looking back. It's more than 200 days. We just celebrated. Yeah, and we are still going on.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And how do you manage the funding? Do you have a lot of donors and sponsors?
In my experience of my social work of more than 3 decades, what I have seen is, with an initiative like Let's Feed Mumbai, the humaneness of people come to the fore. People want to be a part of a good cause, and then it is their support which has kept us going. And to be very honest, right from day one, we have got people with good hearts who have been not only helping us financially, but with their prayer support, which is a must and which has sustained us till this day. And then there are some people who want to, show their acts of kindness. So they too come forward and help us in their own way. And this is how it goes.
Wow, that's so nice to hear. You must have a very dedicated team working with you, which is so important in a time like
Yes,
this.
yes,
How do you keep them
definitely.
motivated?
Team, yes, everything depends on the team. What you said is, and our team, I can only think about 3 C's relating to my team, Let's Feed Mumbai team. First and foremost is the compassion, and then is the courage, and then is the cooperation. The most important thing is when you are when you are with a social organization like Let's Feed Mumbai, you have to have that compassion within you. And every team member of Let's Feed Mumbai has this innate virtue, so much. You should come and see one day, when we distribute our food over there at the Holy Cross Chowk. So, you have them with that big smile of theirs, the greeting, the way they talk to the people. You won't even feel, those people are there, they come for food. It's like they're just a part of our family. And next is the courage, yes, definitely, and especially in this pandemic situation, when somebody comes out of their house, not for their own people, even in this 5 months, they have not got out of their houses, but our team members, the way they came out of their houses to serve, no, definitely to
Right.
serve. And it was not only when we started, it was only about the midday meals, but then we were not restricted only to the midday meals. Project Mumbai, an organization, they were working all over Mumbai for the COVID patients. So they took our help for giving food to the quarantine families. So it was not only in Kurla, but then we have reached out even up to Dharavi, with the food. And then there was distribution of groceries and the medicines and you name it, and we have done it. The masks, the sanitizers, we have done it, and we have been recognized. The Let's Feed Mumbai team has been recognized as COVID warriors too.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the next is the cooperation. I feel, the team should have a rapport. If that rapport is not there, you cannot do anything. This is not a team, this is a family. And I believe, a team which works together, whatever dreams you have, you can fulfill your dreams if there is that, rapport between the people,
Right.
between the team members. And God has blessed us with such a beautiful team, and not a single day that they have not come. All, it's more than 200 days. Every single day we have been serving food to the people. That
Wow.
is all. This is possible only because of the team support.
Very true. Very
A
true.
very dedicated team. God has
Really
blessed us.
wonderful. Yes.
Yes,
Really wonderful to have such people
yes.
working with you. You have been doing social work for so long now. Do you have any insights for our viewers?
Oh, yes, definitely. Reservoir of experiences and insights, and especially the pandemic situation. I have learned such a lot, but I think the time is very short. Yeah, so I can only say is service to humanity, service to God. That's it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Auntie.
Thank
You
you,
are
dear. Thank
truly an
you.
inspiration to so many out there. And all
Thank
the
you.
very best to you and your team for all that you do, not only for our people of Kurla, but also outside Kurla. All the very
Yes.
best to you.
All the best to you too.
Thank you very
Stay
much.
safe.
See you soon. Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
dear. Bye.
chaos everywhere since the pandemic. Even the best of us all seems to frantic. There's no cure, even your secrecy. But still hope, I believe in. Monday left me broken. Tuesday I was through with nothing. Wednesday my empty arms were open. Thursday waiting in hope, waiting in hope. Thank the stars is burning, burning like a fire gone wild and sudden. Guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be waiting in hope, waiting in hope. Believe me. Monday left me broken. Tuesday I was through with nothing. Wednesday my empty arms were open. Thursday waiting in hope, waiting in hope. Thank the stars is burning, burning like a fire gone wild and sudden. Guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be waiting in hope, waiting in hope. We are one of a kind, irreplaceable. How did I get so blind and to cynical? If there is hope in this life, we are unstoppable. No, we can't be defeated. Monday left me broken. Tuesday I was through with nothing. Wednesday my empty arms were open. Thursday waiting in hope, waiting in hope. Thank the stars is burning, burning like a fire gone wild and sudden. Guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be waiting in hope, waiting in hope. Oh.
Hello everyone, this is Lydia Alves. In this video, I will show you how to customize your cake topper. In the lockdown, since many of the shops are closed, you may find it difficult to get a ready-made one from the store. So I will show you how you can do it yourself with the materials that may be available at home. If not, you will get it easily at any of the stationeries nearby. Also, you can use your creativity and do the best you can. So let's get started. The material that you would need to make the cake toppers are a few colored sheets, a pencil, a marker, some glitter pens, ice cream sticks or skewers, a pair of scissors, and Fevicol. So out of all these colored sheets, you can cut out different shapes as desired, like I've done here. So either a triangle or a circle or a square, and write down your message in different fonts. You can then beautify these messages with glitter pen or stickers. The next step is sticking these together along with the ice cream sticks or the skewers. So we use a little Fevicol around the edges and also on both the sides of the stick. Just dab it a little and let it dry. There you go. These are all the cake toppers ready. I've made some for birthdays, for anniversaries, and also just for congratulations. So you can use your creativity and do the best that you can. Thank you for watching.
There was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the manifold, and the major lift. The Bethel King composed it. Hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You started bathing on the roof. Her beauty in the moonlight, oh, true, yeah. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throat and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew that hallelujah. Hallelujah.
video, don't forget to check out our channel, and thanks for watching.
Let's give a round of applause to all our participants. If you enjoyed our first episode, do give it a like and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to share the link with your family and friends. If you would like to be featured in some way in our coming episodes, do write to us on the email address on your screen with your name, contact details, and telling us how you would like to participate. I hope you enjoyed our first episode. It's time to say goodbye, and we'll see you here in our next episode. Till then, stay safe and keep well. Bye everyone. Take care.